Hey guys, how are you? And welcome to a new music class with Miguel. So today you're going to learn how to play Guitar 2 of Every Breath You Take. Now, the one thing you need to know for this is power chords, and that's it. Okay? Every power chord is gonna look the same. It will only differ on where you play it on the guitar. How do you make a power chord in the guitar? Simple. If you begin, for example, here, see here's the diagram. If you begin on the sixth string, for example here, it says here the fifth fret, the next note is going to be, as you see right here, you simply go up one string and then you go up two frets, okay? And then you are here. Now you can use your third finger or you can use your pinky finger. I prefer the pinky because it is less of a stretch. If I do this, it's going to be more of a stretch and that might be uncomfortable for you. But if this is more comfortable than this for you, then go ahead and do this, okay? Now you're only going to be playing those two notes and you're not going to play the other notes because if you do that, it's not going to sound the same, okay? If you begin the power chord in the fifth string, it's going to be the exact same thing, okay? You go up a string, and then you go up two frets, okay? One and then two frets, one and two, and the same thing, okay? So this is on the sixth string and on the fifth string, okay? With pinky, with number three. It sounds the same, but it's up to you where you want to put it, okay? So those are power chords. It doesn't matter where you put it, it's always going to be the same shape. And the name that the power chord will get is the name of the note you are playing with your finger number one. Okay, so if you begin right here on the fourth fret of the sixth string, this is G sharp. So this is going to be called the G sharp power chord. Now, normally you're going to see that the label of this chord is going to be with the number 5. So it's going to be G sharp 5. Okay, every power chord has the number 5 in the label. Why? Because you're playing the fifth. This is G sharp, and then we have D sharp, which is the fifth. That's why it's labeled 5. Okay, so let me just go to the chord chart so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. There we are. Here we have the chord chart for Every Breath You Take. Okay? Now, here I have put some things that you need to know. First of all, here in this chord chart, I have all the parts of the song, all the sections. Okay, as you can see here, we have the intro, then we have verse 1 with the repetitions, then we have the chorus, then we have verse 2, then we have the intermission, okay, which is like an instrumental section. Then we have the chorus again, and finally we have verse 3 and then the coda. Okay, that is one thing you need to know. The other thing you need to know is the strumming pattern. Okay, if you see right here, I have ta 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 ta. Okay, so it's going to be in G sharp 5, which is the one that I told you already. It's going to be again. That's the strumming pattern. Let me do it again. 1, 2, 3, and. So when you repeat that bar here, okay, the two bars are gonna sound like this. And then you have the next bar is F5. F is all the way down here on the first fret. So let me do the first line, G sharp 5 and F5. 1, 2, 3, and. Second line. Okay, now let me just go through the chords. G sharp 5, as I told you, begins on the 6th string 4th fret. F5 begins on the 6th string 1st fret. C sharp 5 begins on the 5th string 4th fret. Then D sharp 5 on the 5th string 6th fret. And then you go back to G sharp 5. As you can see in the second line, C sharp 5 and D sharp 5 are only 1 bar long. Let me just do the second line. Okay, so it's 1 bar of C sharp 5, 1 bar of D sharp 5, and 2 bars of G sharp 5. Second line, 1, 2, 3, and. Then you go to the verse. The verse is exactly the same, okay, but one difference. If you see right here, the first time you end, you will not end with G sharp 5 as you did in the intro. You're going to end with F5, okay? But when you repeat, because here you have a repetition bar, when you repeat again, the second ending, the second time, is not going to be with F5. It's going to be again with G sharp 5, like the intro, okay? So it's the same chord progression except for the last 2 bars. The first time you play the verse is 2 bars of F5. The second time you play the verse, it's 2 bars of G sharp 5. Okay? Then you go to the chorus, which is G sharp 5. No, I'm sorry, C sharp 5. 1 bar, then 1 bar of D sharp 5. 2 bars of G sharp 5, like the second line of the chord progression. Then you go A sharp 5, which is on the 6th string, 6th fret, 2 bars, and then D sharp 5 for 2 bars. So let me just play the chorus. 1, 2, 3, and. A sharp 5 and D sharp 5. And then you go to the verse 2. The verse is going to be the same. Okay, but we're going to be ending on the F5 now. It's only going to be the verse 1 time, and it's like the first time of the first verse. Okay, we don't end with G sharp 5, we end with F5. After those 2 bars of F5, we go to the bridge. Okay, the bridge is E5, which is going to be right here on the 5th string, 7th fret. 2 bars, then F sharp 5. With F sharp 5, you can do it here on the 6th string, 2nd fret, or you can do it 2 frets from the E sharp 5, from E5. So on the 5th string, 9th fret. Okay, so again, E5 here, and then F sharp 5. Okay, let me do it like this. The first line of the, no, the first 2. Okay, so the bridge is, you do E5 for 2 bars, F sharp 5 for 2 bars, then E5 for 2 bars again, F sharp 5 for 2 bars, and then 2 bars of E5. And then you go to the intermission, which is like the verse. So let me just play the bridge. 1, 2, 3, and. E5, and then intermission. F5, C sharp 5, F5, again, G sharp 5, C sharp 5, D sharp 5, G sharp 5. Chorus. The same chorus we did before, okay? So that is it. After that, you play the chorus again, okay? The same thing we did before. then we do verse 3, okay, only one time. Well, the verse 3 is a little bit different because it has, just play it as it is right here, okay? Normally, like the first bar, like the first time with the F5, and then you repeat C sharp 5, D sharp 5, F5. Then you stay in F5 for 2 more bars, and then you go to the coda, okay, like the ending of the song. And the coda is simply G sharp 5 for 2 bars, then F5, C sharp 5, and you play that 4 times. So like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is second time. Third time. Last time. And we end with G sharp 5. And that is the end of the song. Okay? Now, there is going to be another video after this that you want to see, that you have to see, in which you're going to see me playing the song, your part of the song, for the entire song, from the beginning to the end, okay? Why? Because when you record your video task of this song, I want to be able to see you play the guitar, hear your guitar being played, and also hear my video played in the background, so that I see that you are playing with the beat, along with the beat. Now, when you record your video, if you make a mistake, try not to restart the video again, only if it's totally necessary. Why? Because let's say that you make too many mistakes, and if you always try to restart the video after every mistake, it's going to take a while for you to record the video. Only if it's like a very, very bad mistake that you cannot recover from, then restart the video, okay? Imagine this is a concert. When you're playing in a concert, if you make a mistake, you don't restart the song again, okay? You see what everyone else is doing, you catch up, and you continue with the song. Try to do the same thing here. Also, when you record the video, do it in a way that I can see your face and your hands playing the guitar. So put the camera a little bit further away so I can see exactly what you're playing, okay? Like this. Okay. It is not okay if you do this. I know you're playing, but I can't see you're playing, okay? And it's also not okay if you do this, okay? I can only see your hands playing the guitar, but no face. Okay, so do it in a way that I can see both your face and your hands playing the guitar. Also put the camera at eye level, okay? Don't put it like from the bottom or from the top, at eye level, so that it looks nicer, okay? It looks more professional, okay? Why? Because all these guidelines and some more are gonna be met on the second video that you have to upload, which is the week after that, which is gonna be the final video and the one we're gonna be using for our concert, okay? Don't forget to practice a lot. Be sure to watch the play along video after this, which is the one that you're going to be using for practice and to record your video. Practice a lot, and I will see you next class.